Have you ever seen an infographic on social media and thought, wow, this is so useful? You probably saved it and maybe shared it with a friend. But weeks later, when you actually need it, can you remember what it said? Probably not. In fact, you might not even remember where you saved it. You know, infographics can help you to learn, so why didn't they work? It comes down to how you use them. In this video, we'll share a quick method that we've refined over 10 years to help you turn any detailed graphic into something that you actually remember and use in just 5 minutes. Most people look at a visual summary the same way they scroll through text. They scan, they nod, and move on. If that's all you do, the ideas won't stick, no matter how good the graphic is. Browsing content passively is like walking past posters in a hallway or flipping through a magazine. You see the ideas, but nothing registers. What you see might stay with you in that moment, but it's gone days or even minutes later. But aren't visual materials supposed to help you learn quicker? Well, seeing something clearly isn't the same as learning it. Visual format gives your memory real advantages. Spatial layout, structure you can see, and connections between ideas that are visible instead of buried in paragraphs. But those advantages only activate when you engage with the material actively, not just by looking at it passively. That's where OAR comes in. 3 steps, a few minutes, and you actually remember and use what you see. Let's go through this step by step. Step 1. Overview. This takes about 1 minute. Before you focus on any detail, look at the whole structure. What are the main sections? How is the information organized? Let's take a look at this infographic that summarizes Ali Abdaal's book, Feel Good Productivity. In this infographic, you can see 3 core pillars right away: energize, unblock, and sustain. Under each one, there are 3 strategies. There's the entire book's architecture visible in seconds. Now that you've seen the whole picture, narrow it down. Ask yourself, which section is the most relevant to what you're dealing with right now? Not the whole book, just the parts that connects to something that you're working on this week. Let's say you've been procrastinating on a project. Your eye goes straight to unblock with 3 strategies: seek clarity, build courage, and get started. You've zoomed in on the answer that you need without the need for long paragraphs or long hours taking notes from the whole book. Step 2. Action. Pick the one section you identified during the overview and actually do something with it. Don't just read it. Connect it to a specific situation in your life. This just takes a few minutes, especially if you already have a problem that you're trying to solve. Let's go to the Get Started section. Here are 3 approaches: minimize friction, get moving, and support yourself, each with concrete steps. Ask yourself, what action should I take to address my situation or problem right now? If you're feeling overwhelmed by a project, look at minimize friction, remove barriers so you do the task by default. You just need to commit to 5 minutes, and that's a step you can take today. This is where most people stop. They look at the graphic, think, oh, that's interesting, and move on without following through. This action step is where everything shifts. You're not just seeing someone else's framework or theory, but mapping it into something that's real, and your brain stores the idea now as something connected to your situation and your goal. Step 3. Review. After you've taken action, come back to the infographic and try to recall it from memory. This only takes a few seconds, and you don't need to recall everything. Just test how much you can remember, whether it's the overall structure, specific strategies, or tactics. This is called retrieval practice, and is one of the strongest ways to build long-term memory. After the brief recall, review the infographic in full again. This brings you back to the first step. The OAR process is a loop. You get an overview of the graphic, take action on one section or item, and then test your recall. A detailed infographic like this has far more than you can use in one pass. You learn and use more of it if you work in cycles. Let's say you've minimized friction and it's now a habit. You can revisit the infographic, pick a different section to address a new challenge, then test your recall again. And here's something people notice. When you come back to the same visual a second or third time, different sections become relevant. And you might move deeper into a concept or connect the ideas at a broader level. Over time, you learn the ideas by heart. That's when the knowledge comes automatically when you need it, and application becomes effortless. With the OAR method, you turn passive glances into engaged learning. It only takes 3 steps and less than 5 minutes of your time. Overview the structure, take action on one section, and review for memory. A few minutes of this, and the ideas live in your memory, not just buried in a folder on your phone. And the more you use OAR, the easier it gets. Eventually, you won't just remember the ideas. You'll know them well enough to share it in a meeting, bring it to a coaching session, or use it in a presentation. At Reading Graphics, every book summary includes a detailed infographic built exactly for this kind of learning. Our full book summary set also includes a text summary for when you need more actionable details, and an audio summary to jog your memory on the go. Start using the OAR method today with a free summary over at readinggraphics.com.